This is a real side experience that I had last night. Um, it started off very simply to where I was inside of like a little headquarters with the boys. There was Fubi on my right, and I think it was Rebazar on my left, and we were in front of a cork board, and there was all these pasted notes on the cork board, and they were showing me a lightning bolt that they had drawn on the piece of paper, and they didn't verbally speak to me, but what they showed me that this lightning bolt was specially designed to take out all the vampires. It would only target vampires, and if it hit one, it would chain to any vampires close to it. And so they were showing this to me because they wanted me to help them set up a party and invite a lot of the vampiric characters and things like that, so we could kind of take care of them all at once. And I said, okay, so I went along with that, and we set up this little underground party in like an abandoned facility, almost looked like a government facility. And there was a lot of interesting characters there, like celebrities. There was Ozzy Osbourne, and there was also Vladimir Putin. I think that's his first name, the president of Russia. And a few other teenagers and people you really wouldn't expect, but they were. And I remember they were getting ready to set it off. I remember for some reason I had the impression also that it was going to come around 10 in the morning today. And I had woke up from that experience around 9 in the morning. And I remember when I was standing in the party, though, before I had woken up in the physical, I was looking around at the party, looking at the boys setting up the stage on the left, and then looking at the whole crowd and Putin and everybody there in front of me on the floor. And I looked up to the second floor. I looked up at the roof and on the second floor, and I knew I was going to go up to the second floor. And what I see in this experience is, yeah, I can be so, to kind of face them and take them out. But at the same time, that didn't really make sense to me, especially kind of with that looking up to the second floor, is getting a different view. It's like getting above that, seeing more so what else is possible, and that if they're already all together, why not just talk to them or try to bring them around creatively than just destroying them? It almost seemed like a test too from the boys, like, would I just go along and kind of destroy these characters? Because I had the impression that when this bolt hits them, it will not only wipe out their real side bodies, but eventually translate into them disappearing in the physical. So I was kind of like, well, I mean, it can be so if they're really abrasive and certain things, but like I said, they're already all together. Why not try to bring them around to where maybe they're agreeable with us and try to help us in some way? So that's my experience I wanted to share.
Okay, well, you have a choice to make, don't you? That's cool, Jeremy. Thank you. Let's see if a big fly swatter will help in this situation, but whatever. Thank you.
I kept remembering a scene from a mystery movie, or maybe not a mystery movie. And it was coming over and over again, and I just thought it was some funny daydream, just remembering the movie or the film. And I was, I said, why am I remembering this over and over and over? I finally realized, oh, they want me to realize something, or my intuition wants me to realize something. And in the movie, this was something very genius. What happened was they were dealing with a master criminal, and the way, whenever the master criminal thought that he was going to be found out, he would kill the people that he thought that found him out or was going to expose them. So what he did was he would put these little vials of near where the person was going to be, and he knew how to make them explode. When they exploded, it was just a gas, but the gas was harmless. But back in 1939, or in the 30s, and even in the 40s, and they would always give people cigarettes to wake them up, kind of like coffee. Well, when you and nicotine in itself isn't going to kill you right there and then, and neither. But they never mentioned what this gaseous poison chemical was, and the chemical gas in itself was not going to kill you, but it would get you dizzy and almost like you're going to faint, but you recover. But when you give someone a cigarette after they're smelling this, they immediately die. They die like a heart attack, and then the body metabolizes the poison so that they don't know how you died. Well, I was shown to look at that very carefully because that's what they're doing now with all the chemicals and the chemtrails and stuff in the food, that you don't, in of themselves, they don't look like they're poison, but when they're mixed together, they're poison. So that was it. It was a Charlie Chan mystery, I think it was. Yeah. He's like a Chinese Sherlock Holmes. And I thought it was kind of like genius that in those days they even could think of something like that. But it's happening now worldwide in a very malicious and insidious manner.
Nicotine is also in nightshade plants and in potatoes. Maybe that's why people fall asleep when they eat a lot of potatoes.